Well, hello and welcome everybody to the SWE CUP race number 3. We are in with the tiny races today, and we're extremely excited to be bringing the tiny races to you. I've got the usual suspects with me today. It's going to be Connie Bjornhall as well as Jean Verm. It's really great to see you guys, and I hope you guys are ready for some fast and furious racing. Tiny races. John, we're going to go to you first. Talk to me about what's happening here.
Yeah, today we have tiny races, a new concept for SWE CUP. We will have 3 races, one short, one little longer, and one longer and even longer. We will start in Neokyo city, and it will be a fast and fun race, I think.
100%. We can take a quick look at that. This course here, Connie, what are you thinking about Neokyo Crit? Pretty quick, I think this one is going to be. Only going to be 4.7 kilometers.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be absolutely furious, I think. I'm really looking forward to see these tiny races. And as you said, this course is quite short. So I think that a lot of riders will go really, really hard here.
Yeah, I think right from the get-go, we're going to see absolute mayhem. Now, real quickly, there has been a little bit of a change-up in the points system. Every race today is going to be worth what you can see right there at the line. 180 points up for grabs because they have. Isn't that right, John?
Yeah, it's correct. It will also spice up everything because there are more points to fight about. And so I think it could be a good change we did there.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be really great. It's going to be super exciting to see how the riders take that on. It's about 1 minute to go to the start of the first race as we get out on course here. And as we do, I wanted to chat a little bit quickly about what's been going on with the series so far. Pretty much what we've been expecting across the board here, I think, from a lot of the ladies as far as how strong we've seen them be out here. Now, and are the A riders actually chasing the other categories out there today? Is that right?
Yes, A riders will chase the other categories today. So we have already started with the D and C category.
That's going to make things kind of interesting, I think, actually, if that's the way that we're playing out here today. I mean, because of that, it kind of changes up the way that they can race, because if they do make the catch, it's going to be like full gas because of that.
Yeah, it will be a full gas, and also it will be a little bit fun because even if you start 1 minute behind, you have your own competition. You don't want to lose against other categories in front of you. You want to chase them.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it looks like the riders are taking off with the A's and the B's as well out on course. And as we do, let's go ahead and jump right down in. We do see it is going to be the beginning of the race here with Embring. Actually, that's going to be the rider who's kicking off right from the get-go.
Yes, and Embring is start. And then also we will see the B riders trying to catch the A riders already in the start. So B riders who chasing is coming up and passing the A riders right now.
Right from the get-go. Really so fun. What's going on with how is that even possible that that's happening? So are they chilling out and playing against each other most likely is kind of what's happening here, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And the B riders took the chance. Okay, we can split our group, and then we join the A group and hope for that. But I also see that there are one rider in B that has passed the A group and continue to push. So that's a little bit interesting. We have Nilsson from Swedish Swift Racers that passed the A group and continued. So she has 1 second ahead of the A group now.
Yeah, so Nilsson here, Tidholm making a little bit of a catch here. It is only going to be 4.7 kilometers now, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, 4.7 kilometers. So,
yeah, and with the tiny races here, I think they're really going to be fairly all in on the way that they can try and take this down out here today. 60 points on the line. I mean, that's a massive amount of points that you can gain at the start of this race.
Yes. I think also that's why you want to have a good position on start. You don't want to let anyone go. So But we see here in A, Johanna Tidholm is back in business. As always, keep the speed up for the group.
Yeah, Tidholm
So we will see
here
what
we are
happens.
seeing, it looks like, as well as Nielsen, Nordstrom, all the Bs together here with the rest of the riders here now at this point. So definitely a situation where it's going to change things up a little bit. They're going to be working together, I think, maybe even to catch the rest of the riders that are up ahead.
Yeah, and also now when we look at the right side of the screen, this week we have also see the categories. We see who are racing against each other. Yes, last week it was more one group, but now when we have split the start pens, we can see which pen they come from, A, B, so we see who was in the top. That's good. A little bit easier for everyone.
Tidholm now, it looks like, doing what Tidholm usually does on the press now, as you can see, up in the orange numbers, though. Camille Alberg now, as you can see here, 8.3 watts per kilogram, making the chase, as you can see. And is that going to actually be a B rider that's up ahead? No, it's actually a catch here, I think, with one of the riders that's
catch.
not in there with one of the C's or the D category. So Alberg now on the push, only going to be about 2 kilometers to go. Nielsen there, London, Bjarhid. It looks like Bjarhid now making a little bit of a move, trying to make a chase.
Yeah, we see that Bjarne tries to chase, and she have Gabriella on the wheels. The rest of the Swedish Swifters are on the wheel because they work together, of course.
Yeah, and I think here there's a reality of knowing that the amount of points that are up the road, and this is one of the situations where I think Alberg and Tidholm, they've tried to get away a little bit more than usual, because there is a reality that pure sprinters might be able to take them down in a day like today.
Absolutely. We have Sara Lundin, a great sprinter. We have Anna Embring. We have a lot of great sprinters in this group. So if there are a group sprint, it's very open who will win.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
100% there. Well, it looks like now calming right on down, as I think the catch is going to be made here pretty quick. Well, no, this is interesting that they're continuing on. They're not saying we're going to be giving up here. So, and now it actually looks like Frisk and the rest here are saying they're not going to sacrifice themselves. Albert continuing on. Tidholm now holding on to the wheel, but this is interesting. This is changing things up big time now.
Yeah, absolutely. For this evening, it will change a big thing. So it's interesting.
I mean, there's not really any kind of chase going on here anymore. How is this even possible?
I would say because they know that Johanna Tidholm missed the last race, and you need to, for the total, Johanna Tidholm should have done that to get. So she is not a danger for the rest of the Swedish Swifters. But I guess they should fight a little bit more the place to chase Camilla. I can say my prediction for this race is that one B rider will win this group sprint. If they don't start to push it. Yeah. If they don't start to push it.
No, tell me why you think it's going to be a B rider specifically. Help me out on that one.
Yeah, because I think, I believe that if they don't start to push and let Emily in B start to suffer, then she will take the sprint, Emily Sjögren.
So she's that good of a sprinter. Like, there's just a reality that she really is just that good.
Yeah, she is. We have a lot. It should be Sara Lundin otherwise today, because I found her as a great group sprinter in the groups. We have also Anna Svärdström. But I see that Emily is like an outsider. And it's fun that B can catch.
It is fun. Wow. It looks like Alberg now making a serious move here. 8.5 watts per kilogram. Seeing that they're coming. It's only 300 meters to the line now. It's going to be Tidholm, Embring now. And this is interesting. It's 13 seconds back here now at this point. There was actually a catch of those C category riders. The catch is not going to be made here. I think Alberg's going to make it happen. And there's actually a huge group behind, but that is not actually the group that is on the chase for them, it looks like, with that 14 seconds back here at this point. Big orange numbers when it looks like she's going to take it down at the line. Alberg, London, and the rest here coming across, as this is the group further behind Bjarhid may be taking that third place, but that's going to be the reset here now at this point. And interesting there that they just kind of let their float away. That's a big 60 points actually in the bag for Alberg. Again, Tidholm just holding on all the way till the end of that one.
Yes. So Tidholm is super strong also on these flat courses like Alberg. So it was an amazing start for Alberg. Getting help from Tidholm also to keep the group away, keep away from the group.
Yeah, 100%. Well, next up, what do we got for the next course? Talk to me a little bit about what's happening with the Glasgow course. It's 3.1 for each one of the laps out here today. 33 meters is what we're looking at of elevation per lap. So it's not extremely whole lot of climbing or anything, but you know there is a reality of at 3.1 kilometers, 33 meters total, but 2 laps, and that punch that is out there, that initial wall, and then it's just kind of a steady climb after the initial wall that you do hit. It's not like the other direction where you do a really sharp punch in the forward direction of that KOM. Instead, you kind of have this like smack in the face followed up by a long, steady grind.
Yeah, I was thinking it's fun. I like this route when you do this Glasgow reverse because it can be a punchy, and then you think you have done this, then it comes some underlaid part, and then you come with like a punch the last part when you come to the Clyde Kicker banner. So,
right on, yeah. You want to speak a little bit real quickly to the results here, and we'll try and get the series standings updated as we come through here and we get our next one loaded up, as it is going to be back to back to back real quickly here. So as they turn around, what's the total time that the winner is going to have to recover from that initial battle we just saw just now?
Yeah, now they have around 7 minutes rest, and then they can start pushing again. So they can almost take a coffee.
Almost.
Connie,
and a
cucumber.
cucumber.
Speak to me a little bit about the results here. Any upsets or just met expectations? I mean, those top threes are pretty much a pretty predictable situation.
Yeah, they are. Nice to see Gabriella Nordin there on the 8th spot as well. Malin Rönnqvist. I also see a lot of names here who has registered for the national championship. So really strong riders here, top 10. But I mean, top 3, not a surprise, I think. It's good to see Marlene has done some really, really nice work through all of these 3 races in the SWE CUP, and it's always fun to see Johanna back on track again competing. And of course, no surprise with the first place for Camilla. She's super strong.
Yeah, no surprise at all. It's usually what we're going to see from Camilla Ahlberg over and over again, I would say. Definitely not something that we would not expect. If we do take a look a little bit further down there, actually it's a little bit quieter out there today, isn't it? So we're only going to have somewhere around top 8 or so for that A category. Now, ladies are jumping back out into the pens. 4:22 to go to the start of the next race as we get into it here. So as we do, guys, you know, with the tiny race format and the amount of points that they can grab, they went out full gas. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to see anything really change up here with this A category situation with these ladies. I have a feeling it's going to be Tidholm and Ahlberg off the front, and it's kind of a battle for the rest of the ladies to try and take them down.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I would say that Ahlberg and Tidholm, they know how to do longer efforts and tear down the group, but also the group, they have a lot of tight positions, so they don't want to sacrifice too much because they have their own little competition right now, because Ahlberg is way ahead when we come to the results.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to start building up at this point, so it's kind of going to become a battle for the second, maybe third place out here as the riders are getting warmed up. You know, Tiny Racing, speak a little bit to the nature of it as we can take a look at some of the riders and what they're doing in their cool down. It does look like it's pretty calm though here at this point for a lot of them. Not too much of a, heavy breathing or anything at this point, but I wanted to look across all the ladies here and see what are they doing for the recovery, what are they thinking at this point, what's the situation as they get ready. It does look like Norden maybe a little bit gas still here at this point, but they're kind of just hanging out, waiting and relaxing. It looks like I'm not seeing anybody taking on any kind of sugar or anything, but still 2.5 minutes and just spinning out the legs though.
Yeah, I would say that there are so short races, so I don't think you need too much between the races here. So it's more like a short effort, and I think they take their energy before the first race, and that it could be only water in between after that.
Well, as we wait for the next race to start here, we've got about 1:58 to the start of the next race. And again, the course that we are out on today will be the Glasgow Reverse. 60 points up for grabs for the riders as we make our way through here. And as we do, I want to give a little bit of shout out to our sponsors for the day. It's been really great. None of this would be happening without them out here. So a big shout out to them with Bauhaus making this happen as one of our main sponsors. We also have Enervit. Big thanks to Enervit, providing tons of energy to the Swedish cyclers out here, as well as CCN. And then we do have Sports On, Vicon Cyclar. What does that mean, you guys? Because I can't read Swedish.
We know bikes.
We know bikes. And are they a bicycle manufacturer, or what do they do with bicycles?
No, reseller. So reseller of bikes. It's a chain of stores throughout the whole of Sweden. So they serve bikes, fix bikes, sell bikes, do everything, sell clothes and everything. So help cyclists to be able to ride their bikes.
And then, of course, Wahoo, a big sponsor of the series out here today. And they will be the main trainers as well of the national championships, won't they? At least they were in the past, if I'm not incorrect, Connie.
Yeah, but they will be this year as well. We will be competing on 16 kicker bikes version 2. So everybody will compete on the same equipment.
Oh, really great. Well, good to hear. And it looks like about 15 seconds before we jump back out onto course with the ladies. And as we do, we're going to be waiting for... Are we doing the same thing again? They're going to be chasing the B's and the C's and the D's, is that correct?
Yes, they will chase even this race. So we will see when they catch them. And C and D, they will only do 1.5 lap. So it will be interesting to see if they can catch them.
So, they have like an early, the C and the D have like a different finish line? Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they finish at the top of a Kicker Clyde.
Okay, gotcha.
Reverse.
Well, it's going to be Svartström and Tidholm. Nobody really making any moves just as of yet. It's a quick left-hand turn immediately. I've actually never seen... This direction is interesting. Like the way they right hand, then a left hand turn. I mean, that's a really different kind of race situation. Now look at how the bees just come flying through them. This is interesting. Like, what is happening with the bee situation here?
Yeah, but I would say B is more competitive, and they have a tighter between the winners, the leaders in the total. So I think they go for it, try to split the groups many times. And also for them, it's a carrot to catch the A's and show, look, here we are. So A rides more disciplined and have knowledge. They only focus for the final.
So that's why my racing is so hard. We have no structure. We just go all out all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
the
what I
problem.
want.
That's the problem. It's not nothing to do with anything else.
No. Okay, that's a
I tried to
fine
tell Connie
idea.
this.
Well, this is a very chill start, actually. I was expecting a little something more. They're going to be taking this long, steady grind uphill now as Fardstrom is sitting in. Jonathan Holm now maybe making a little bit of move toward the front. Gabriella Norden, I think, is getting up and out of the saddle for just a moment. I was seeing pretty calm here. Look at that low cadence, actually. That tells me not a whole lot's going on at this moment.
Yeah, we can see. I can say that the C and Ds push much harder than A and B right now.
A little bit cagier riding, maybe, perhaps, is what's going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a coffee ride now. They was thinking, okay, we save energy for the last race. There it will be thunder and lightnings. But also, I think when we come to this climb we talked about before, who is in around 200 meters, maybe there can happen something that they want to split the group.
Well, everything calm at this point. Left-hand turnabout to be taken, and this is the wall that we were talking about. The smack in the face that's about to happen here for the riders. And as we make our way toward it, who's going to be the first one to move? Anna Embreg now, 5.0 watts per kilogram. Here comes Tidholm.
I would say the B riders
as well.
Yeah.
Well, you think so? I don't know. I have a feeling that the A riders maybe going to be splitting things up a little bit this time.
Yeah, we will see.
Alberg now doing Alberg things, and this is going to be the usual situation that we do see, and we may see a breakaway at this point as she starts to push on, and as she does make those moves, there she is up and out of the saddle here, pressing on. Joanna trying to get back on terms as well as Gabriella Norden, but I have a feeling that Alberg here is going to be really trying to break everything apart with 2 laps out on this course, get a little bit of a distance, and if anybody can just barely hang on behind here, Bjarhi, Nielsen, and the rest, they've got some opportunities here. Again, I'm hoping to see a sprint situation, and that you were right about that, John, that perhaps somebody can hang on. But here comes Marlene Bjarhi, 8.2 watts per kilogram from her at 2.7 kilometers. There might be a split now happen. What is this mountain bike? That's what I want to know. Now, I can't actually click the rider because these two... These two categories can only see each other, right? So there's a mountain bike out on course. That mountain bike was on the last one as well. I mean, that isn't a mistake. That is an actual intentional decision, which is a very interesting one.
Yeah, we'll need some extra resistance.
Yeah, I'm checking who has the mountain bike.
Of course, John has got all the information. He'll know exactly who's on the mountain bike for us. We're going to get a quick update on that in just a second here as we make our way around on course.
Who need the drops and the drop shop and new lighter gears when you can have a mountain bike?
Yeah. We have Tiderman in the category who has the mountain bike, but I will send her a message changed for the next race.
Go gravel instead.
Oh, that's good. Well, Joanna here now making a little bit of moves, and this is what Joanna likes to do a lot of times. I really wish we had a camera on her to be able to show it, because usually Joanna has a rave party going on in her pain cave, but now Marlene Bjarhi, she's going to be one now making the next rave party, it looks like, as Bjarhi is now making a serious move. Nicely done with this little bit of a kick coming from her. Alberg and Tidholm now being closed down on pretty quickly here. Calms down, just spinning away in the cadence now, as you can see here, coming in from Marlene, as Gabriella Norden looks to hang back on. Now it looks like it's going to be Alberg making the move again. Look at the difference in pedaling style here. This is really interesting to me. Norden up and out of the saddle, but just grinding here at 5.2. Yeah. Look at the cadence even on the avatar, how much it matches, but she closes it right down, and now there's a 1 second gap back to the group. I think they're bringing it back, though, it looks like to me.
I think in the next wall, when it comes to this, it will be fire again. It will be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, someone is moving again. Is it Camilla? Did a little sprint there.
It is Camila now again up and out of the saddle, big smile on the face like usual when she does push on, and actually attacking into a climb is a really good idea sometimes. You do see a lot of times those pushes into the climbs puts everybody kind of on the back foot a little bit, and then you go into that climb full gas, and that makes it so that the riders already have their lungs in the throat here. But here comes Tittle. Now, oh my gosh, Marlene. Bjarhi.
Now they push.
Nielsen, I mean, this is pretty serious out here today.
Yeah, and now they have a chance to catch the C and D riders. That goes for the C riders mostly now. That goes for the finish in front of them.
This is actually going to be Nielsen right here, I believe. We do have two Nielsen, so I don't want to make a mistake on the cameras there.
Yeah, this is Catherine.
Oh,
Catherine Nielsen is this.
5.8. She's having a good race out here today, actually. Does she got a good sprint on her? Maybe she can make something happen.
Yeah, she's a good sprinter.
Well, there she goes again.
See that.
Up and out of the saddle. She's got the crazy watts up in the orange numbers here. Alberg trying to hang on at this point. The fan pointed directly in the face. I love the scene here. Coming straight through the C's and the D category riders here at this point. But now Nielsen, 5.6. Alberg trying to come across still. Can actually see the suffering a little bit on Alberg's face as she was pressing before that climb. Going to come across. It might be a Nielsen-Alberg situation. A little bit of a breath here. Get a breather. Looking for a little bit of reprieve. Now remember, everybody, really quick, we got to talk about how much time there is on this course. It is a tiny race. 60 points up for grabs. Being a tiny race out here, we're only looking at half a lap to go.
Yeah, they are in the half lap to go, and it can be a really interesting sprint here because they are 1, 2, 3. They will be in 6, 5, 6, 7 riders fighting about it.
I don't know if Alberg's going to have anything left in the tank. There's riders who have been sitting in this entire time, and because of that, they might have a really good kick to the line yet. And we could see a totally different situation with Alberg going to take her first loss. Tell now with the lead out.
I think Sverström start to push soon. Yeah, and I think Sverström also comes soon because they will slingshot through the group. And then the other has to re-kick. But she has 5 meters, so we wonder if she can.
Bjarhi, Svardström, London, all the way to the line. Svardström, London. No, it's going to be Bjarhi. Bjarhi! Is Bjarhi going to take this down? No, London! What a race from London! Oh my gosh, taking that one down out here today. Look at her. Yeah, a little bit of a fish shake. I love to see it. Well done, Sarah London. Over the bars. Is the bucket there? That's what we got to say, right? Now it's time for recovery. Yes. But what an effort there from Sarah London. And I mean, that is a breakthrough ride in some ways, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a really, really well-timed finish. And as we saw, absolutely gave it all she got.
Yeah, really, really well done. Coming across the line there. Riders now going to start finishing up. Some of the B's still out here. Well, interesting as we jump across to a TT rider just hanging out on course.
But it's not in the course.
No, we left the event. And did you know that if you're watching a rider and they leave the event, it exits the event for you. Like it's like, oh, sorry, you don't got anybody to look at any longer. So that's what what happened there. But we'll get the results in here in just a second, everybody. But talk about a breakthrough ride there. Sarah London, impressive. Really pulled something off today.
Yeah, but I think also give some credit to Yoon for choosing this new kind of format as well with the tiny races, because these tiny races shaking things up a little bit, and I mean this second race really show some new riders stepping up and doing really fun things. So extremely fun to see. I mean these races are so much fun.
It is really, really cool to see. Now, the next one is a little bit longer, though, is it? I mean, we've got Loop the Loop. So they're going to be out on course for quite a while. There's a lot more tactics to play out. And maybe because of Sarah London didn't keep on chasing that first one, reserved a little bit of energy. I mean, you can play this a little bit more tactical, can't you? To get some big point grabs. John, I mean, you were talking about that a little bit when we were talking about coming into this series of rides. I've done plenty of tiny races on Saturday mornings with Zwift Insider, and if you go all in for the first races, you might not have much left in the tank. So, reserving some fuel is a big point with these, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. If you go all in the first race, then often second race will be very hard to just keep a top 10 position. And if you go for the totals like you do on Saturdays, you have to suffer a lot if you want to win every race. As we say in Sweden, you get a table tennis lungs after the first race if you do everything. So,
yeah, I think this kind of 3 tiny races in a row is really hard, because if you're not a rider that's competing about the top 10 places, it's really hard to actually plan where to put in all your effort. And I mean, just speaking from my own experience and so on, I mean, then race 3 could be really hard. You could just end up having nothing left when you're done half the race.
That's a really good point, actually. Let's take a really good quick look here at how things did play out. That's a really changed up. I mean, that's a completely changed up finish line there, talking about what did people throw down in the first couple of first race, actually, to have this kind of a result. Obviously provisional as we come through here, but Sarah London, definitely not something I was thinking was going to be happening there, but it came down to a sprint finish, and she had a solid 10 to 11 watts per kilogram all the way to the line. It was a drawn out sprint as well. So because of that, I think it went into her favor.
Yeah, and look at the time difference. Look at the time differences between the first and the third. I mean, there's close. That's a close call.
You were saying, John, what were you thinking there, John, about what went down with all of this, and what are you thinking with this top 10?
Yeah, when I see the top 10, I think because the first riders didn't have a cold gap, bigger gap, Sara could take advantage and slingshot through the group for this finish, and she did pretty well. She did it with the perfect timing. Marlene did a perfect sprint also. She was very nearly to grab it. So it was really tight. But I think for the next race, we will see if that paid off, or if you got a little bit more tired, because you start to go into the SS with a little climb. So then you start to suffer directly again.
Yeah, we came into this race in this was the situation as we came in with Camilla Alberg, Marlene Jarhid, Sarah London, Katrine Nielsen. This was pre-race, how things started out. As we advance here, we might see a little bit of change up. I do want to shout out the rest of the riders that are out here as well with the series, and how they've been going. In the B category, we did have Alina Nielsen coming on in, and we did see her just a moment ago at the front end, actually, of the racing with the A category just a moment ago. Amelia Srojan, you said that was a big sprinter out here today, and somebody to be watching out for, didn't you, Jean?
Yeah.
If they do make the catch and they are able to come to the line. Now, because Loop to Loop is so punchy, I'm not sure we're going to see a situation where we necessarily have those kinds of situations, though.
Yeah. They are strong climbers, but sprinters. But I think the climb will settle a split between A and B, because the climb is 2 minutes to 15 maybe.
We do have the B category did finish up. I just wanted to highlight those as well. Alina Nielsen came on through, followed up by Amelia Frisk, Emil Sjorgen, as well as Helena Smerdred. Thank you. You want to go ahead? How about you read these through for us here, John? Because it helped us out plenty.
Yeah, we had Elin Jonsson in 5th place. We had Lena Ise, 6. Julia Dimling, 7. Karin Anderö, 8. Michaela Jolin. And Malin at 10th place.
That's your top 10 that came through for the B women. Nicely done to them. We may have out to, looks like Joanna Eklund was the next one across for the 11th, through the 11th place here. Now in the standings for the C's as we came in, Anna Norlin followed by Isabella Stenvold, Felicia Sandberg. Why don't you take it away for us of the top 8 here? I'll see if I can bring a few more through.
Yeah, after Felicia Sandberg, then we had Josefin Holbus, Maria Pettersson, Magdalena Blomqvist, René Eklöf, and Erika Danielsson. This is top 8.
And then as we take a look, it does look like that was the, so is that the Cat B women that came through then a little bit earlier for the results? We can take a quick look at them. And is that going to be right there with, no, that's it says Cat D, but I don't think that's actually the correct ones here. So the results pulling a little oddly. Yeah, that's the D category. So that's always lots of fun.
There we have the D category.
Oh, did it come in right at the last second? Is that why it was just lagging on us? That's why. It was trying to pull the results. They're being a little laggy today, but at least we got them to come through finally.
Yeah, and we have Sanna Friborg who took the first place, and before Cecilia Lindqvist and Minna Ventinen, Natalie Likma, and Johanna Ågren 5th place, Emily Lillefelt, Laura Morgan, Cecilia Lindell, and Anna Tiderman.
Nicely done to all of them. And as we progress on, we'll be able to see the results here for the final race, which are probably going to change things up even more as we do get out on course. So as we do, 3 seconds to the start here for the A ladies, and they're going to be chased around here again with the B's and the C's today. Quick question with, well, it looks like they started in a different order now this time. Is that right?
Yeah, we start with the A and B, so C and D can have a little bit more rest between the races.
Got it. We're all over the place.
Oh, you're so kind, you.
I was like, what is going on here? I thought perhaps, I was getting kind of used to this start situation, and then suddenly it changed up on us again. So I like it, though. It's a good idea to get a little bit extra rest.
Yeah, and also because rest can always be good, but I'm always kind, as Connie say. So.
Everybody agrees with that, especially when Jon is not competing himself.
Yeah. Then I select the courses that I like or don't like.
Things fairly calm here at this point, it looks like. So nobody is really trying to make any moves. And I think it's going to stay this way for quite a while. With the reality of this course, let's take a look at it here one more time. We're looking at loop to loop. We're going over toward the S's here, I believe. And then is it how far? I mean, it's not the entirety of the climb, though, is it? That we go all the way up here.
Yes, it will be the whole climb, but when we go back down in the downhill, so we don't go to the Italian village. We turn right and go for the last part downhill into the finish line.
Ah, gotcha. So
we do the whole climb.
I thought it was going to stay calm, and you know what I think is happening here? I think
there will be some riders.
Well, she got beat in the last one because she let it come down to a sprint. So I have a feeling perhaps that Camilla Alberg is like, enough of that. I need to just get up and out of the saddle. And she's just going full gas. Look at this.
Look at that face. Her fighting face.
Yeah, she's giving it all here. She wants to split the group.
Yeah, if we get a quick look at the camera from above here. Look at that. What? 7 seconds. Yeah. This was immediate. I mean, this was like I think some of the
Yeah.
ladies just said, "I'm not even going to chase that. Enough is enough," and there's just nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, I think it's
But it's
a good start.
Yeah, but it's a good chase from Johanna and Marlene and Gabriella as well.
Absolutely, and I think they will catch her here in the downhill.
Yeah, Gabriella has made it. It looks like Norden is here. So Yarheed, though, just barely making it back on terms. Calms down a little bit here now at this point. And up into 4 watts per kilogram, about to take on this little bit of a climb, as you can see. So 5 watts per kilogram here coming from Gabriella Norden. Tidholm now sitting in as well. Alberg 6 watts per kilogram on the front still. I think this is maybe Alberg putting in maybe a little bit too much right now. That's not going to split the group because the draft is real on her at this point. And I think these ladies are getting a free ride.
Yeah, in the downhill they will get the free ride at least, and I think all will rest in the downhill, and then they will start to push again when they go uphill on the backwards.
We're taking a look at Nord
see it.
Alberg now. Tidholm. It looks like
Yeah.
getting into
And
a super
they
truck.
a little bit late for a super truck, but it went well. It's nice to see that there are a little group. Now there are 4 riders that are fighting about it, so it will be fun to watch the rest of this course. We see Johanna start to push a little bit in front.
Norden just along for the ride at 1.6 watts per kilogram, playing it very smart. John and Tidholm now pushing at 4.6 on the front. Now behind it is going to be Dimleen in the B category, and some of these B categories riders getting a really good group situation here. See what they can do to hang on all the way over the top, though, of that reverse climb. Reverse climb's going to be a solid 4 minutes or so if they're doing the entire thing, actually. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity to split things apart. 20 seconds up is going to be the main group at this point. There are plenty of A's that missed the boat here, though. So kind of a situation where these B category riders, they're all together. They're not going to make a chase. If these other A's want anything to do with that front group, they've got to do it now. I think that front group's absolutely gone. So this is a race between 4 at this point with Tidholm on the front.
Absolutely, and here I would say that Camilla and Marlene and Gabriella, I think they will push insanely hard when we come to the climb. The steep climb, who is around 2 minutes. So for Johanna need to continue, let them suffer a little bit behind.
Yeah, but do you think that Johanna should do as she does now to actually let them sweat and struggle a little bit now, or should she fall back and rest a little bit herself? Do you think
she is really strong, so I think she can continue in this speed without problem.
Well,
but we will see what happens.
It's
when it
completely
comes.
calmed down at this point. They're all just waiting
Yeah.
for Alberg, I think, is what they're really doing. They're just seeing whether. I mean,
Yeah.
and Alberg's been nonstop attacking, so I have a feeling if you take a look at them, everything's fairly calm, and they're just thinking about what's about to happen on that climb.
Yeah, I hope they listen to us, what we say, so they do the opposite, so it will be an action race.
Yeah, but I mean it's a huge gap to the other riders, so they don't need to speed up to be able to get away from those. So
there will be some push here when they pass the bridge, and they will go. Now they will beat the C and D riders, but then they will in the uphill. They will of course make some red numbers. And also, I watched the CND, and they are like a big group. We have one rider, Olofsson, who did the breakaway in the C category. So we will see what happens there later.
yeah, now it's starting to push.
Yeah, and the red number is coming, as I told.
Right back into the
But then I
S's
think-
here. as they make the
Yeah.
turn and right back through. It's such a cool course, actually. And Alberg now trying to break them still, but I don't think the climbs are quite long enough. I think these ladies are going to be able to hang on. It's just kind of a roller coaster from here, isn't it? You take a look at the top there. You did see the course profile for just a moment. This roller coaster, if you just hang on open over the top, it is kind of a free ride. You can see Tidholm at the back there at 1.6 watts per kilogram, not having to really put too much out. And so because of that, we just have a situation where the riders are going to be able to look at each other. We'll see if Alberg makes another punch and tries to pull through with some sort of a roller coaster, but it doesn't look like she's going to be able to make this split again. Will she be able to take this one down out here, or is it going to be 2 for 2 where Alberg does not end up being the strongest? Well, I wouldn't say not the strongest rider, but not the most tactical on the day, able to take things down and not have the strongest sprint, but they still have a good climb in front of them, don't they?
Yeah, they have a good climb in front of them after you have passed the banner in downtown. And it will be interesting to see what happens. This group they have done a lot of races together. They know each other inside out. So I think they don't want to give anyone else something some advantage either. But Johanna is maybe not the best climber, but she's really an endurance rider and she can push high numbers for a long time. Alberg, she's more complete rider, and we have Gabriella and Marlene. They are sprinters and they are light-weighted and they can go really fast when it comes to the climb. So I think when you come to the climb, it will be a really hard battle. But as you see, now they're just waiting to see what happens.
Tidholm now to the front. 3.9 as you can see. 32 seconds is the gap back. Embring and Ronquist as well as London are the A riders that are behind in the B category. They're all just sitting in and waiting. I haven't seen any attacks in that B category, actually. We'll make our way back real quickly to chat about them. But, I mean, looking at it, this is a situation, Nielsen sitting in 0 watts for a moment. I mean, there's not really much going on back here. So, again, just like we just saw in this A category here with Tidholm, Alberg, Jarheed, Norden, not a whole lot of interest here at this point to make any kind of moves. Tidholm now, though, at 5.1 watts per kilogram. This is interesting. With them right on the wheel, though, what could be the mentality here to try and burn them out a little bit? Perhaps thinking that Jarheed as well as Norden may be struggling a little bit, and so therefore trying to make something happen?
I don't know what happens right now. I think it goes a little bit too slow for the others to suffer. I don't think Johanna's suffering either when she's laying there. For her, this is like a zone 2 ride, it feels sometimes. She do this for hours. But around I think she has to be confident and start to push, because I think the other will, when we come to the bridge, it will happen. It will be a lot of red numbers from Alberg especially. And she wants to have the advantage when you're on the top. And as you see, they don't let Johanna get 1 meter either. So they respect they have this respect for her, because they know when she gets some meters, 1 second to it, it's not easy to catch.
We've seen that many
now
times
we have
before,
the climb,
haven't we? Like, there's been tons of different times where Jonathan Tidholm will get away, and the unexpected sometimes does happen with her. But now that we have made it all the way at this point to the climb, I think it's going to be Alberg's time to shine.
Yeah, I think so too.
And there's the kick. This is exactly what we were expecting. We'll see if this is able to pull this off here now, though, today. She's going to have some serious watts, as these ladies have been just sitting on for most of the time. Up and out of the saddle here. Alberg now 7 watts per kilogram. Tidholm now sitting on. Not going to be able to hang on, perhaps. The draft for the game has increased, hasn't it, John? At this point, a little bit on the uphill, and you can hang on a little easier, but at 2 watts per kilogram more, not sure that's happening.
Now we will see that Camilla push 7 watts and Tidholm and the other 5.7 6. So now Camilla gets the distance she wants. And directly 3 seconds in a short while. So an amazing climb by her.
Yeah.
But also it's nice to see that she's suffering a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not all smiles. It's a restrained smile.
Well, the gap is opening up. She's got 7 seconds already, and I think the other ladies here have now gone into the reality of reserve, and it's going to be a battle between them for that second place. Nobody really pushing on behind here. Gabrielle and Norden maybe making a move. I did see a little bit of something from her up into 6 watts per kilogram just a moment ago.
Yeah, but I think now Camilla is safe. So the other just watch each other, see what happens.
Look at
they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to push too hard because they want to save energy, but they don't even want to go too slow because then you don't let the others suffer. And it's just to find the balance. How hard can I go but still have power left for the sprint? And as we have seen the first 2 races, Marlene is a great sprinter.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in what you think is behind that black wall behind in the car. Kind of interesting to find out. We need.
Is that a sauna, maybe?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, that's a big thing nowadays with the heat training and everything. So, all right. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Our winner from the last race now up and out of the saddle. Sarah London now trying to make a little bit of a move toward the front. It looks like. Will she be able to break things up? She is covering the move here, probably from Rondquist actually, that we were just seeing. So Rondquist now in a battle with Svartström. Anna Svartström, a little surprised she wasn't able to make some of these moves a little bit earlier. Probably a little bit off on the day. I did expect a little bit more from her today, but not going to be happening. We did see some solid sprints from Svartström actually weeks past, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. She was really strong in the sprints. She got a lot of points there.
Well, London, there she is again. That's the winner from the last race, suffering a little bit on the face here. I love to see. I mean, look at these paint faces that come through are some of the best that you see in the sport. That's for sure. You got to Tidholm now on the front, maybe trying to pull something back again, as she loves to be the one who works, but now brings it back down to 1.7 watts per kilogram. Camilla Alberg now still 6.7 here, coming from her at this point. As we now make our way into the downhill, most likely be seeing the Super Tuck in just a moment. It is up into that 57 kilometers per hour that they do need to hit in order for that to be a reality. They are making a little bit of a chase, though. We're seeing. I don't think these are actually attacks. I think that this is kind of rolling through a little bit to keep the speeds high, but they're going to have to work together a little bit more than what we're seeing if they're going to keep the speeds high enough to bring Alberg anywhere near back to them.
Yeah, I think 21 seconds, and it mostly downhill left, so it's not easy to catch them. You see, Alberg is already in the small passage to the steep downhill again, where she did her breakaway, and I think she could take it very easy to the finish line now. So we can see a sprint with 4 riders.
Yeah, and I think the roll-through situation, this is a really interesting sprint, actually, the way that you're able to take this on. There's a lot of speed coming into this downhill. Tidholm, Norden, and Jarheed, it's all about timing here and kind of like keeping that slingshot going over and over again, or that roll-through over and over again. And if you get the timing just right, you can actually keep that momentum coming through from the downhill almost all the way around the corner. On a smaller group, not quite as much. When there's a really big group, you can almost roll this roller coaster, avalanche it right into this negative 2% and then kick from right about here, maybe 100 meters more. We'll see if anybody can play that well.
That would be nice. I think that Tidholm will start the sprint in the Chasers group. she will start, and the other will hang on for life, hopefully.
Really
We
big
see.
kick behind here.
Yeah.
Nielsen was just hammering just a moment ago. We'll get back to that as Alberg's going to be finishing up. But I do think that Katrine Nielsen is trying to break the pack behind. 30 seconds back. Alberg did just take the win. Nice job to Camila, as we are going to see her resting up a little bit here. But the big sprint is about to be coming on through. Who's going to go first? Norden? Is it going to be Bjarhi? Bjarhi
no,
now
that's
with the
not.
big kick, 13 watts per kilogram here, coming in, and look at her. Oh my gosh. I thought this was going to be the one. There it is. And she's going to take this down, I think, fairly consistently, as that was the effort. That's the second place out here today.
Yeah.
Nicely
Yeah,
done from Narlene Bjarhed. Sarah London now, though,
A
behind.
super
This is going to be a
sprint by her.
situation here coming from London. London up and on the saddle. We did see her last time able to take that down. She's at second wheel here coming from London on Svartström's wheel. And this is the prediction I had that it was going to be London. There she is. Look at the face, but no. Frisk going to come out through. London, Nielsen, maybe. Look at how close that is. And right at the line, it's going to be Rodquist, I think. I think Rodquist made it happen. What was that?
Yeah, this
Oh
was
my God.
a real battle. It's really fun to see. Amazing numbers by all four of them.
That was insane. Honestly, one of the best sprints I've seen in quite a while. So close. This is for the B category. Nielsen was ahead. Schroringen tried to come on through. Embring's there as well. Nordstrom. But it's going to be Smirrod that does make it happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a sprint! That was one of the coolest sprints I've seen in decades. Oh,
Yeah, we have, if we can move back to the others who are on the course, there you have Malin, Jonsson, the riders, they are also coming in.
Dimlin,
See
Andre,
what happens.
Malin, Johnson now
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
making their way.
perfect. And then soon we will see the C riders also. We see them maybe in the course. Oh, it's B riders there.
I'll see if we can jump across. It's going to be difficult to get across, as this is the only ones that we can see in this category here. But Johnson here now making a nice little kick up against Malin. We will get the results in from the other categories, though, for sure. Malin here, though, not able to make it happen up against Johnson. Eklund a little ways back. Interesting enough. Eklund maybe just rolling on in. And this is going to be the final rider in for that B category. But, the setup here in this sprint was really interesting. We did see Marlene Bjarhi there taking that second place here. But I really want to watch this next one, as this was one of the closest sprints I have seen in a long time. Look at how early that this opened up, though.
Yeah, they started when you just came down, and then we saw also different kind of leaders all the time. We didn't really know who should take it. And if you see that Rönnqvist, she was in the back and coming through, and it's really nice to see what a change between these riders.
talk about timing on that one. Wow.
Look at that. I don't know, like the back-end API might, I don't know, right? Like what we see there, I hope. Look at this is such a good moment here between these ladies. Right to the line. Frisk, London, Svartström, Ronquist. Ronquist was actually at the back at that moment too. She came through in the last 20 meters, really.
Yeah. And then she had the perfect timing. And with tight races like this, it's really fun to watch, because it can happen everything when you have a bunch sprinting for the finish. And it's not the best to stay in front, because they can slingshot through you all the time, almost.
We're going to be having the men's race up soon. The ladies are really happy, it looks like. A lot of them smiling in the Discord, or in the Zoom as well, so that's really great to see. They did a great job out here today. We will be jumping in with the men momentarily. They're starting in about a little less than 20 minutes, if I'm not incorrect. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
20 minutes around that. They start again.
For the men's race, I do believe we do have some of the standings coming in to the racing here with the men. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at to where things stood at the top here in the men's A category, as we're going to be getting the results for the ladies here that just played out just a moment ago. But same racing is going to be happening in just a minute. We've got 58, I believe it is. We actually had 43 riders register, for a total of 289 across all the categories. 43 since the last week. Massive amount of riders jumping in with us.
Really, really good to hear. We like that.
Yeah, it's good to see. Really good to see how many there are. You want to take us through some of the standings here real quick, John?
Yeah, in the lead we have Thomas Nilsson in front of Jerry Eriksson and Johannes Randrup Kading, the national champion. It's very tight, 60 points each race today, so it can be really fun. Johan Norén at the same point as Johannes, and then we have Gustav Berlin, Daniel Pilto, Jakob Björklund, Adrian Andersson. All those first 8 riders are super strong.
That's the situation currently.
And all of them can be in the top for these 3 races.
You want to maybe take us out to the 18 and then we'll jump on over to the category B. We've got a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
We want to give a shout out to all the riders that we possibly can.
Yeah, we have Leonard Adelman at the 11th place. Then we have Kristoffer Collin, Johan Alderborg, Axel Kindberg, Henrik Öijer, Victor, don't know his last name, and we have Martin Nilsson and Martin Selin for the first 18 per.
18 places at the moment. We've got a lot of them. I'll go ahead and real quick. We don't have to read them all through, but look at this. 21 through 28th. Then we go all the way out to 31 to 38th there, starting with Frederick Listrin and ending with Frederick Hagerstrom. Plenty of riders. Everybody now, after that 40, want to talk like 1 point still, though, outside of, 44th place or so? Is that right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. That's the situation there. Now in the category B's, what's the situation here?
Yeah, here we have Marcus Andersson in top before Robin Andersson, but Robin has upgraded to A now, I saw. So Adam Karlsson, Magnus Wiklund, Tobias Olsson, Kristoffer Malm, and Mikael Schönning. And 8th place, Niklas Rave.
And then a little bit further here with 11th through 18th. I'll take this one. I'll say, let me give it a try. I'm just going to give it a try here. Matthias Forslin here with Tim Metten. And it's going to be Marcus Nies, Jonas Sigerholm, Fredrik Knudsen, Anders Frisk, Per Backstrom, and Fredrik Norensen. I think I'm getting a little bit better just hanging out with you, John.
That's sounding really good.
Race 6 with maybe think you are a Swedish guy.
I just need some more candies. We'll do a couple pages here just to give everybody some shout outs and take a look at who does earn some points there and get everybody's names out there. Love to highlight everyone that we can. And I mean, this B category, look at how far out we go with the B category. Massive 88 riders in total. Really cool to see. In the C's, I think we've got 31 on this list.
Yeah, and we have Gis Chevers in the top, Emil Wik, Christian Olsson, Mikael Turborn, we have Stefan Bodin, Petter Karlsson, Håkan Renberg, and Anders Wäring.
And then the next page is going to be Claes Barjehad, Eric Vander, Mats Kreng, Mikael Mirsel, Patrick Gustafsson, Leonard Anderson, Tommy Johnson, and it's going to be Carl Teselius. Great to see Carl out there still racing his bike. Love to see it from from the old school. I've been saying that guy's name for quite a long time. And going on through, this is going to be your top 31 for those standings. And then last but not least out here today, it is going to be the D category.
In top we have Mattias Heimonen, Ronny Landeklint, Kim Bech Ekström, Hjalmar Wikholm, Rickard Persson, Joakim Forslund, Ian Findlay och Björn Önnemar.
That's the situation here for the standings as they currently are. Now, we did get the results in for the ladies, and as you can see here for race number 3C, it was Camilla Alberg at the top, followed by Marlene Bjarhi, Johanna Tidholm, Gabriella Norden, Katrine Nielsen, Marlene Randquist was in that awesome sprint that we saw with that replay, Anna Svartström, Sarah London, Anna Embring, and Emma Nordstrom. That is your top 10 as they came across the line. The C race for the B women, we'll see if we can pull those up there, are lagging just a little bit today, everybody, as we're having to pull from some backup. So we'll see if we can get them up to update. As you can see, the top of it is updating there, but then when we try and bring it on through, it doesn't necessarily want to update the data right off the bat for us. So maybe we'll give that a little bit of time to update. We do still have 12 minutes, so I think we are going to take a quick little break. Everybody will be back with the men's racing in about 7 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We've got some really intense racing about to take off. 3 more tiny races with the men.
Yeah. See the potential, instant, influential, maybe controversial, maybe in another life it's mental, maybe in this one sentimental, no, not accidental, whoa, but you come back tenfold, go, like dripping in gold beam, 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 oh. Gold bar standards, that's the best thing, hold your standards, that's the best thing. Gold bar standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. When we step through, that's gold. Anything we touch, it turns gold. Far too much, don't worry about nothing. Far too much, better let that go. Yeah, when we step through, touch road. Anything we touch, it turns gold. Far too much, the MC life, but far too much, better let that go. Gold bar standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. Gold bar standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. Okay, listen now. Shiny, expensive, list goes on extensive. That energy is dead, it's defensive. Them little weak flows, nah, not effective. Gold plated, it's protected, manifested. Well respected, eyes like jewels, outcome tested. Nah, we didn't do it like the rest.
Well, we are back, everybody, with the first race for the men in the SWE CUP 2026. I'm super excited to be here with you. I'm Nathan Gary, your host. If you're just jumping in with us now, we just got done with a 3 races in a row for tiny races, 60 points each to the winner, 180 points in total. Camille Alberg taking down 2 of them, but a little bit of upset there that we did see with Sarah London on that Glasgow reverse. Let's go ahead and bring in our other talents out here today, and it is going to be Connie and John as we get into the next 2 races. Connie, we saw some really good racing. I love to see that sprint at the end of that women's race in that A category and all the battles that are playing out amongst 289 riders. We've got about 2 minutes to go to the start. I think things aren't going to be quite as calm, though, Connie, in the men's racing. We did see a lot of tactical racing with the women, but there's a lot more firepower, I think, in the men.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I mean, there are so many male riders and they are so strong. So I don't think they won't have time to go passive. They will go super aggressive all from the start and all to the finish line as well. So I think we will see even more speed and more exciting sprints.
100%. Yeah, it's going to be a good one out here. I'm extremely excited. John, any predictions? I mean, I don't have any predictions, honestly, because I think there's so many strong riders out here that, like, it's going to be really hard to predict what is going to happen.
Yeah, when we see the A category, so it will be, I guess, as you said, it will go all in from start. There are many strong riders. We also have big teams. They have different strategies for the race, and I think we have to look out for a full blast from the start pen today.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the reality of Thomas Nielsen. We've got as well. I mean, there's a whole lot of Alex Kinberg out here as well today, getting warmed up. But Nielsen, he is the current leader for the series now at this point. 20 seconds to go. This is going to be our buddy Nielsen. A little bit calmer, maybe our man Norin taking it easy at this point. And we also do have toward Alan Young out here. Always somebody to be watching out for as well. 5 seconds to go to the start here as the riders are going to be getting up and out of the saddle. We'll see each and every one of them pushing on as it is going to be getting out on course with the A riders. This group is taking off fairly intensely right from the start.
Yeah, it starts then. We have some Swedish Swifters riders in the front and they have some out following up. And I would say in these short races, you don't want to have a bad position because the problem is if you are in the back of the group, it takes a long way to slingshot through. and you suffer so much. So you want to have a top 20 position in these big fields.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think with the with this situation here, with the way that they're going to be racing this one, always making sure you watch out for that churn and how it can play out there is a pretty big, tactical blunder if you don't watch out for where things are going to be moving at the front end of the race. So Blomqvist is going to be moving up 3.7 watts per kilogram. Algon, though, he's not listening to you here. It looks like he is just going to hang out at the back here and thinking that it's going to be a good draft for him out here today. I don't know.
Yeah, and also Adrian Andersson has the same position. The group is very tight now, so now it's not so hard. It's you can do it easier. And then, but when it gets stretched out, and we will see it after the banner when you turn left in the small uphill, I think there it will start to happen. Maybe just a little bit before. We see directly Johan Norén starts to go.
Yeah, if we go right to the front, it is going to be Norin, and this is to be expected a lot of times coming in from him as he is starting to press on. It's this kind of same situation here from Johan that we did see from Camilla Alberg, trying to make something happen early on so he doesn't have to deal with the sprint situation. Up in the 600 watts, there's the orange numbers punching now. Keenberg's here as well, trying to make the follow here. So Keenberg now from out there, now pressing on as well, and comes on over the top, trying to keep things fast, but I don't think they're going anywhere. There's just too many strong riders out here today.
Yeah, there are strong riders, but everyone has to suffer now in this climb because of Johan started to bring up the speed. And if you are in the back of the group, you have to push much longer. And if you see in the back of the group, they start to split off. There are some riders who were in the back, they dropped now in this climb. You see. And Ali Jung is back, but he has been suffering a little bit more. He has a higher heart rate. Nordensson dropped. Blomqvist is also on the limit right now. So if they continue push a little bit, they can split the group again. But now we are going for the flat section into the park. So we will see what happens next. But it's nice when they start to push a little bit. It happens something. I think I have a little clue that there will be some blue riders soon set up the tempo.
You think?
Yeah.
B Green, is this going to be Benjamin Green trying to make a little bit of move on the front? Johan Noren again. Here we go. Orange numbers kicking off here. Noren up and out of the saddle. And this is a really serious attack. Oh, my goodness. There it is. 700 watts. Big orange. This is like a final sprint. We're not even halfway through the course, and this is full gas as Adelman tries to close this down.
Oh, Jesus.
He does an amazing work.
You know what's interesting is that he even gets a little bit of a draft too as he comes through these riders here. And so because of that, it's a really good move actually that he's making.
Yeah.
Take a look at the pack. Look at how spread out that is. Absolute
and
mayhem at the back there. Look at there's still electricity flying off the wheels at the back of this thing. Look at how the pack is lighting up. The entire thing is just going bonkers because of the efforts that are going on right now.
And this is also, they have to suffer a little bit longer than the front while they're chasing. And now next one goes, I think it's an outrider.
Yeah, it's Sven and Cog. Sven and Cog. Boers outboards now. Colin can't really close it. 8.4 coming from him. Look at Noren's face. There's suffered on Noren's face here. Is this a situation where Johan Noren is in a little bit of trouble? Iverson trying to come across here. Iverson at 7 watts per kilogram here. There's only less than a K to go. Talk about tiny race.
Oh.
Yeah, and here we see that Svenneskog is going hard, and I think SZ send out one rider catch down this breakaway because it looks like, and then they come for the slingshot.
Here comes Nielsen.
Yeah.
Nielsen! It's your leader. It's the man. He's up and on the saddle. Here he comes. It's going to be 12 watts per kilogram coming in from him. They've got a couple hundred meters to the line yet, but he's kind of the lead out man. Alberg, Kinberg. Oh, look at this. It's going to be Kinberg. Can we get it? It's going to be Kinberg to the line. You think he's going to pull it off? He did. I think he did. Can we get the wave in the air from the man? Because that was amazing kick coming in from him. That was insane. I thought for sure Nielsen had that one.
I think he went a little bit early and came in the front too early, so the other could slingshot through him, but it was an amazing timing by Kinberg and also Adelman, and I think the third rider also was from out. So they had 3 riders top 10, top 3.
Ooh.
Wow, insane.
Talk about
here.
intense racing. Yeah.
Right from the get-go, I mean, they did not hold up. There was only one pause to the whole thing. And taking a look here, Nielsen, I thought he had it. He's actually ended up just going to be the lead-out man, as we can see. 12 watts per kilogram. Alberg now comes on through 13.7 from him. Another lead-out actually from him, and it's actually going to be Kinberg there at the last moment. Look at that, 13 watts per kilogram. The outboard, but did he get nailed? Oh, I think he got it. I think he just barely got it there and held on. Man, such good racing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
And we have Kristoffer Lindström, 3rd place, and I think maybe Pinto 4th place.
Yeah, it could
Robin
be,
Anderson
right?
5th.
Hmm.
And the Lindström, he has improved his sprint a lot. Young guy, son of Samuel Brännlund.
Actually, we could actually have a really fun thing going on in the national championship. Both Kristoffer and Samuel has applied for a spot in the national championship. Father and son competing in the national championship. That would be something to look at, right?
That would be so cool, actually.
That really
Seriously. That's always really great with the family cycling situations, especially we've seen that a lot of times over the years actually too, where how many share the same space. It's something that's actually kind of unique to the virtual world because you're kind of all in the living room, right? You're all hanging out at home using similar spaces and trainers. So if you have an athletic family, everybody gets involved. It's always really cool.
Yeah, movie night is over. It's Swift and other nights.
Yeah, but they are actually competing outside together as well, so it's really fun to see since they're living pretty close to where I am. So they are. I actually see them in a lot of gravel and road competitions as well together competing. So it's really.
You know why
fun
he
to
didn't? You know why he didn't go like this?
No. He wasn't.
This is what I got.
Oh,
that's what I have. I don't know, back end API. I'm waiting to see, but that's what I got, you guys. So, and that finish line's a little weird right there, right? Like it's kind of a magic finish line or something like it. And so, I mean, I know that's why I thought for sure he was going to shake his fist in the air, but that's the situation. Well, there we go with the, and let's go ahead and see if we can bring in the next page there. That's Jerry Erickson taken out for 11th all the way through. Then Noren all the way back in 20th. That is really unexpected. Wow. Okay. There's going to be a shake-up here.
Hitters. Yeah, and it was really high hitters that with high numbers that they made this sprint, and it was very, very early. And I felt that some of the guys went a little bit too early and was not cool enough for the last part.
Now, are these going to be correct? They are. Oh, thank you so much. The backend API is finally working again. All right, here we go. They're loading quickly. It's also, it looks like it's trying to bring in pictures as well. But Lucas Bjorn at the top. Why don't you take us through this top 10 for the Bees, and then we still got about 3 minutes to the start of the next race.
Yeah, we will say Lucas Börjes won the first gold medal there, and then we have Magnus Wiklund and Perso. And we have Frisk, Henrik Nilsson, Marcus Andersson, who was the total leader. He's in 6th place. Emmott, Håkan Andreasson, Larsson, and Magnus. It looks like they have done a TTT lately because they have still the
Yeah,
numbers from the
it feels a
in their
little bit
names.
like that, right?
And this would be the C
C
category, then?
category. Yes, and Daniel Lundberg, Carl Teselius second, Bodin third, Mikael Turborn, Petter Karlsson, Christian Olsson, Carl Holmberg, Jonas Florin, we have Emil Wik and Adam Wigand.
In the D category, it's going to be Ian Findlay, followed up by Wickholm, and then Kim there, Stefan Olsen, Jon. I don't know if I-
Unnemar.
Onnemar, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the help there. And then from there, Richard Pearson is sitting 7th and Forsten there in 8th. Yeah, that's the situation between them all. So we've got about 2 minutes to the start of the next race. I think we can take a quick look here.
Watching what they tell in the chat here before in the start pen. And how can you continue to do this? They say, I'm dying. Oh, it's too short between the races. Where is the positive comment?
Who's to blame, I wonder?
Yeah.
There is a whole lot of chatter actually even going on in the pens as well. These guys, I can't read Swedish, but there's definitely a whole lot happening as far as how everybody's feeling about things. A lot of emojis with some tired individuals here. Yeah. Again, 60 points up for Gads. Glasgow reverse is what we're doing. We're doing 2 laps of it. And for those that weren't here earlier, it is fairly calm up front. It was actually in the ladies' situation, but maybe be different in the men's. They are going to take on that punchy wall. If you're in the opposite direction, you see a lot of times attacks onto the downhill, and it's so fast that people take roll through speed and can take it all the way to the finish line sometimes in the forward direction. But we're going reverse, and that wall is what they're going to be going up, and then a long, steady grind to the top of the KOM, downhill mainly into an uphill sprint finish. And I think that uphill sprint finish is maybe why Sarah London, with her timing and it being so close, and that people go a little bit too early, perhaps, why she was able to take that down in the A category. Connie, I think there might be some upsets because of that here.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I'm really excited that we're doing the reverse track this time, and I hope that will mean that the sprint will be a little bit different, so perhaps some new riders could shock us even here. But as you saw in the first race, the results are really interesting and will shake things up in the total.
Yeah, definitely is going to shake things up. We've got about 10 seconds or so to the start of the next race as they do get out on course. They are going to be chasing some other riders, though, if I'm not incorrect. Am I right about that? So a lot of times I'm going to be on the watch out for that, or is it going to be different this time? Oh, no, it's different this time. I can see they're hanging out in the pens this time, so they're not chasing riders.
Yeah. No, in this case, we have the A riders first. They don't have a long rest between the first and second race.
Right off the bat, Johan saying enough is enough. You can see this right from the get-go here, and making a move. This is good to see.
Yeah.
I guess that he probably feels that he needs to do something after race 1. So
450 watts.
It's very stretched out, and to stay at the back of the group, this will come together, I know, because this is like an old-fashioned race. You go hard start and then it calms down a little bit. But usually A riders doesn't push so long. They are a little bit more calm because they know it's hard to split the group from the start down.
Well, Johan calms right on down, it looks like. Says enough is enough.
Yeah.
And 300 watts is the calm in this tiny race.
Recovery ride.
Yeah. We've got, Henrik Euler is also here but he struggled a little bit with his. He's riding sideways out here today, though. So
Yeah.
we're gonna ride sideways with Henrik, as you can see. We're gonna go full.
That
goes
goes
uphill.
this thing about reading instructions again, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I would love to have a good camera from him, but it's good. It's good that he's joining us out here today, though. And he went so hard that his camera went sideways. Perhaps we'll give him that. We'll give him a little break on that one, perhaps.
Yeah.
As solid amount of riders.
We really like Henrik, and we're really thankful for him being here and riding with us. So then it's okay to have the camera in landscape.
Jardo now making a move toward the front, it looks like. And we did see him, big effort that brought things back last race, actually. He was one of the riders that was able to close down that massive attack from the outboards, actually. But as we head into this wall, this is exactly what we were talking about as far as the wall goes. He's got a little bit of a gap out to 2 seconds. He's going to have to punch into some serious orange numbers because Iverson now making another move at the front. 8 watts per kilogram here coming from Iverson. He looks to chase down Yardle. Norin there as well. Look at all the SD on the front now.
Yeah. I think they want to have set up a little bit tempo and let the others suffer a little bit. Gardell is super strong. You have Norien, yes, always strong. There are some riders suffering in the back, but it comes together. But now you think, it makes a calm, and we go a little downhill, and then we start to push again to the next climb. So it's it happens something on this course all the time.
Yeah, and it's really stretched out now in the back. Look at the field. I mean, it's hard in the back.
You can see if we can get a bird's eye view here, actually, of exactly what you're talking about. Go up. Look at that. Yeah, it's your 3, 4, 5, 6 riders. Norin still with a little bit of a gap now as we try and get this helicopter view. Hagerström now coming on through to try and chase down Norm. He might be able to do so. It's going to be a little... Look at this roll through speed. Watch how the riders just come through. Just one after another with tons of that roller coaster. This view gives you exactly that idea of what kind of an avalanche of speed comes rolling into Norin's attack, and boom, look at him go straight backwards, totally neutralized by the reality of that pack pressing on through.
Yeah. And he still pushed about 320, 340 watts, and they just slide past.
As the pack comes flying by, and we've got 51 kilometers per hour from the A category here right now. Stenman now, as you can see, making forward. Tidholm there as well. Another little bit of a move on the front there. Who is it that is? It's going to be Gardel now. At front, with the outboards now, a little bit of 7 watts per kilogram coming from him. Jay Anderson now going to be the next one, maybe to make a move. Being a tiny race, there's always those riders who've got a plan to make a move at a certain point a lot of times. And this uphill grind right here on a second lap after all these attacks, if somebody's feeling good, might not be the worst place to go. John, I mean, you could try and make a long break here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Norin make another one or someone along those lines.
Yeah, I would say if there are high speed now all the way around this uphills and things in the downhills, then you go under the bridge already when it's 500 meters left. I think the sprint start with 700 meters today, but in the little uphill there, it's uphill all the way to the finish line. So if you are super strong, you get a couple of meters, you have a chance to keep the breakaway go through.
I love the ding, ding, ding. 1 to go, 1 to go, as they say out here. Green now, 0 watts per kilogram. As you can see, it's going to be Ressar now coming through the front. Alderman's there as well. Astrom now. Colin, big names here. Strack there with the German flag hanging out across borders for just a little while. It seems like where he's racing from. Cool to see. As Olofsson and Lanz, Raw, all trying to set up, and some of them just going to be thinking about this wall and just hanging on, while a few others are me thinking, this is my chance to break the pack. Who is it going to be that's going to be trying? They're going to have to go full gas, really, if they're going to break this apart, because you saw the avalanche on the other side, didn't you?
Absolutely. And I would say maybe everyone wants to give it all, and now it's just the guys who don't have the strength. They will not manage, and if it splits here, it will be super hard to catch.
Yeah, big punches at the front right now, as we just saw. Oh, huge orange numbers there throwing down as Norin, I think it was, with Tidholm with the initial kick, but was not able to really split things apart. We saw massive amounts of that electricity coming off the wheels there just a moment ago, but it just didn't make it happen there, it looks like. Stenman now at the front.
Yeah, and I see now they're almost catching the B category because they are in the front of them. So it can be a little messy sprint because you can be involved in the B category. They are going their pace and you're sprinting through who you can't follow the riders so easily now. So I think it can be a very interesting finish if they catch the B riders who just turned left after the downhill.
Yeah, that could actually be an interesting aspect.
It's going to be a mess is what it's going to be. Oh my gosh. This is going to be out of control.
Just follow the one in the lead, Nathan.
No, like seriously, this is going to be crazy because like the reality of the speeds they can take, because every single rider that they hit is going to be it's going to be a huge amount of draft. This is a great move from Alex. I love what I'm seeing from him. Up and out of the saddle, 12, 11 watts per kilogram. He's going to come rolling through all of these riders. Look at the bike he's on as well. He's on the Halo bike from Specialized, trying to make this move happen.
Yeah, and now he comes inside the B category. I just passed a couple of them. He will not catch the others, but I think Adelman will start a sprint for the group.
Oh, here he comes from behind. It's going to be Sundin. Nielsen. Is Nielsen going to be able to make it happen here? They're going to hit the bees right now. Nielsen around the corner, but I don't think he's going to hold on. I think it's going to be Alberg. Yep, right at the line. It's Alberg. Just barely does it by half a bike length.
Also nice draft between to go into the B category. Then you get the slingshot on that group also for the sprints. It's really, that was a nice finish, I must say.
It was a really good finish. Nicely done.
Watching
I might be able to jump back to the B category. We'll see if we can find them out on course. It's not loading for us here, but I may be able to make it happen. I just need a name really quickly.
You can have a Carl Olsson. CarlOlzon. Or Magnus Wiklund.
Yeah, we'll see. May not be able to get back there. Oh, thank you.
But that was some massive sprinting, and so fun to see them catch and just fly by all the bees.
Yeah, massive. It really was. And the B category, they're going to be finishing up here in just a moment. And as they do, we may be able to get the back end of their
I sent you the name.
Thank you. As Ericsson, Tidholm getting their cooldown in, and as they do, I think
they going into the last climb now in the B category. And like I say, it's a massive group with 45 riders in the first group in the B category.
And there we go. And as we go, thanks everybody for your patience on that one. As we make our way toward the front of this. Well, actually, it's jumping across the Lindstrom instead for us. But there it is. Young now chilling out, it looks like, as he makes his way down. Anderson's there as well in this B category. Fourth place right now as it rolls on through. Plenty of riders. 77 in total made the start line Still riders out on course, as you can see, making their cool down. They're going to roll through and maybe get a little bit of advantage like we just saw with that A category. Not exactly the same, though, as it's not going to be a gigantic pack. And it is, watch out for Wickland. I think Wickland's always a man to watch out for in a sprint, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a super strong
in the
sprinter.
sprint. I'm really jealous
Yeah,
of
he
what
has
his
all the-
sprinting tip will be.
Yeah, he has also the timing for it, but I can say in this group there are many riders who has the timing for the sprint. We saw that from the first race. It was very tight between. And we have Lucas Burgess also, who won the first race. But there are someone who's trying to make a long sprint.
Oh, look now.
Frisk is setting up the speed, chasing.
Olsen, Matson,
And there we see
big kick from Pures. Oh, 11 watts, 1,083 watts, rounding the quick. No one's touching him. He's just gone.
Is coming for second
Absolutely
place.
gone. It's going to be Wickland
he's
for
coming.
second. He was coming quickly, but not going to be able to make the catch. We'll definitely see if we can catch a replay of that one, because that was amazing kick.
Over 1,000 watts. It's super impressive.
And you got the jump on Wickland, right? Like, Wickland is usually the
Yeah.
guy that you're going to be watching out for, but ends up not taking it down because of that early jump. And I thought perhaps the early jump wasn't the way to go, but maybe because of the massive speed into the uphill, that might be why things change up a little bit here.
Yeah, maybe. And but Burgess won the first race also. He has an amazing sprint. I watch his number now on Swift Power, so he's really strong.
And
And we also
RBC
can
is
see
still
that-
out on course, or are they finished up at this point? They had a shorter
they
course,
are-
didn't they?
They had a shorter course, the Sea Rider, so all is cooling down, waiting happily for the race number 3.
Happily.
Well, speaking of
At
race
least
number
waiting.
3, John, you chose this for the course, and why are we doing a little bit of longer course? That's the question.
Yeah, we had this when we did the women mini tour races, and it was very appreciated. We started with a shorter, one little longer, and the longest in the end. Also, it gets a little bit difference. Usually there are mini races in equal size. But here you have to think, I need to have the strength for the third race. So I want to be on the top in the first and second, but I don't want to overdo, because then it's very hard to have the strength for the last race. And also I put in just a little bump in the before the end of the race also, up for
A little bump,
Helicon. So because I wanted to see some numbers.
I like it. I definitely like it. Well, in the in the A men SWE CUP race 3B, Johan Alberg. Now, is that a prediction that you would have seen there? I mean, beating Thomas Nielsen to the line?
No.
A little bit surprised,
It was
actually.
not,
I mean, yeah, super
And
strong
I'm not
sprint.
sure. Well, he's a strong sprinter. He's a mountain bike cyclist also, so she knows to put his numbers. But I see when I watched it's a really, let's say, predictable top 10 a little bit anyway, because we have Magnus Sundin strong in sprint, we have Axel Kinberg again, Jerry, Gustav Berlin, Norén 8th place. That's he had a great move because it was a longer sprint then, and suits him very well. Henrik Öijer and Gustav Andersson.
Yeah, I think
What
that's
I
a really
wonder,
good
because
position
I
from,
think
from
it-
Henrik.
Yeah, I would say maybe it's a little bit because I thought Leonard Adelman won. So maybe there are a miss there. Looks like. But it says Johan Adelborg before Thomas Nilsson, so Emil Odd 3rd place.
We can take a quick look at it here real quickly. Maybe something is going on there. We did see that major kick there coming in from Alan Young. way out, as we did see. And there's the punch coming in from behind. Nielsen, I thought, may be able to pull this one off around the corner.
Yeah,
Not
but
able
he's
to
here,
do
coming
so.
here. Yeah.
There's
And
Albert.
maybe because
There's
they are in
Albert.
the bunch. Yeah, he's there, coming through. Yeah, he
Boom.
pushed through and he comes. I did it.
Yeah, just at the
That
end
was-
there. That half a bite link. We
Yeah.
called that. We called that at the line.
Mm.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this was the other results. Let's see if we can get another quick little replay of that one, because
Yeah, there.
Lucas Borres
Yeah,
able to
Lucas.
take that down.
Yeah, he went in an early sprint, slingshotted through the other, so he had a high speed, got it directly 4 or 5 meters, and he has super high numbers. You see, he starts here before the turn and got the
Way
slingshot
out. That's like
through.
a full 180. That's a huge kick. Over 1,000 watts for how long there, too? So well done. So that's how that one was won. Nicely done there. And as you said, Wickland was coming, but no go. Just a little bit too far out. Anderson, I think, able to pull off for third. We can take a look at the results, and there it is. It is Anderson, followed by Tobias Olsen, Marcus Fredriksson. It's going to be Jesper Lindu. Then Magnus, followed up by Linus Jansson and Jonas Segerholm. That is the situation. Let's take a look at the Cat C's. How'd that go out here, John?
Yeah, and the C category we have Daniel Lundberg again before Petter Karlsson and Christian Olsson, Jonas Florin, Marcus Gylling, Carl Sirius, Emil Wik, Bodin, Emil Eklöf, and Adam Wigand.
Very nicely done to the C category. And then in the D's, go ahead, John, take it away.
Yeah, okay. Ian Findlay, we have Hjalmar Wikholm, Kim, then we have Rickard Persson, Björn Önnemar, Stefan Olsson, Joakim Forslund, and Mattias Greot.
That is the situation between them. We're about to jump out on to the loop-the-loop in Watopia. We've got 52 riders jumping into the A category. We'll see if we can make our way jumping back to the B's, C's, and D's as well. And as we do jump out on course, I do think this one is going to be full gas from the gun. And the reason I think that is going to be because there may be a little frustration from a few riders that have been unable to get away. And it being a little bit longer of a course, it might suit some of the riders trying to make some moves.
Absolutely. If you're more, I can say, I think, oops, a lot of numbers. I would say,
Who's chatting there? What's that all about? Somebody really wanted to say something.
someone is.
We're giving up some tactics here, I think.
Endurance riders will probably go hard directly from Penn. They want to maybe split the group when we go uphill because it's not easy if you are in the back now when you go into the SS because it's a long uphill for a couple of 100 meters.
Bellsforth making a move pretty quickly there. 11.9 watts per kilogram. Sjorberg now off toward the front as we do see them leave from the pens. Rolling on out. There's a little bit of a gap already here at the front, though. Is that an ESRT rider toward the front there making something happen?
No, I move for Cancer rider, Mikael Sjöberg.
Ah, okay.
But we see they have I think when the climb goes to 1-2%, people will start to move their legs a little bit because now they have at least rested for 2 races.
Oh, we gotta love the pause here as we're trying to bring in all of the riders, and our Zwift is giving us a great time as we try to move our way forward. And we're in with the streamer. And, we'll jump across here in just a second, everybody.
I can say a little bit. They're going uphill now into the SS. There are still a big group together. Nothing really happens yet. I think they're waiting a little bit until it goes rolling part.
We'll bring the
At least-
riders' cameras in here for just a second as Norin. They're all fairly calm here at this point. We'll bring Thomas Nielsen. I think is going to be the one that's going to get us back across.
Yeah. Going into the SS now, no one for the move yet, and it's not easy in this rolling part to get the distance, the group either. So then you have to go like together, like a team. But everyone also want to save energy for the little climb that coming up. I think there the high numbers will come.
We're going to have to restart our Zwift. I've never had that happen before, actually. As we click to bring in all of the riders, it just gave us a nice little crash. We got to love that. We'll keep the riders up on screen here as they start to push.
Yeah. Still in the SS, they are together. They are nothing really happens yet. They're going for the last downhill before they go for the bigger climb. And then they can rest down the way to the bridge. People start to slingshot a little bit through the group. They don't want to be last in the group when it's stretched out over the top. No high numbers yet, around 6. We see some outriders and ESRT in the front.
Well, we're jumping back into Autopia here. We'll have the riders up in just a second, everybody. As it does look like things are fairly calm from what I have here from the rider cams. Nobody really making any moves just as of yet. And we did see Thomas Nielsen just a moment ago up and out of the saddle. But everybody's fairly calm here still. Nobody really, it looks like, that interested. Nelson now getting caught by his Zwift rider, it looks like they're on the back of the saddle.
Yeah, they are going quite calm. We see a low heart rate, no numbers, 2.7, 2.1 in the group. So no one makes a really move right now. But also they know what will come. I think on the way back, you have the climb back into SS again. You want to do the rolling part, going downhill and waiting for the helicom. And that will be SWE CUP. It will be really fun to see because there we will see some fireworks.
Well, Thomas Nielsen, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to his overall lead with the way that things have been going so far. With the results out here today, he was the series leader, but I think things are definitely going to be changing up for him.
Yeah, I think it has been some changes for the total after today. They are past the Italian village now. They are going around the island. They're going back soon to the bridge. Still no high numbers. All is together, I would say.
We do have our back here. Just bring them right on in as the riders are making their way around, as you were saying, 3.7 kilometers in. And as they do, we'll get the images going here for where the attacks are. And luckily, we haven't seen any serious attacks as of yet as we do make our way back into the racing. Alan Young now, as you do see here, MTNT now making his way toward the front, but it is going to be Widback, actually. That's the rider who's first and foremost on the front end of the race.
I will not say that they have not done a big effort, but also they have done 2 races with high intense speed and power. So maybe they also need a little bit rest because they know it's not an easy course, this one. Second part is real tough, at least for 2 minutes.
Perhaps for a little bit longer.
Yeah. But we can say that because we're just watching and enjoying the timing.
Exactly.
Big kick at the front now, though.
Yeah, we have
that's
two
going
from
to
ESRT, I think,
be
pushing.
Anderson, yeah, there it is. Anderson, Stenman, as you can see, as they're about to hit the Essies. This is the first real attack that we've seen so far.
I think Robin went as a lead out for Stenman.
That's actually a really good point. I mean, he's just sitting
Yeah.
in. Look at that. 10 watts per kilogram versus 7.4. He's actually dropping, though, his teammate here at this point, it looks like. Backs off.
Yeah,
Silver comes across.
But they have a draft in the upper, so you have a little bit longer draft nowadays. Since the new update, not easy to see because it doesn't say close gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters. Now you have this bar instead, so you have to learn how to use it.
Yeah, it's really strange because the draft doesn't work for my avatar. There's something wrong with it.
It's always off.
Yeah, it's always off. I keep emailing Swift and telling them this, but they don't listen. Frustrating.
Yeah.
Now, take a look at how this is playing here. 2 riders off the front, 5 watts per kilogram. They're only doing 3.5 behind there from Sundin, as you can see. Sorberg here at IMFC.
Yeah, but I think the group goes faster because they work together with shorter pulls, not super high. Then it's harder for 2 riders to keep away. They have to keep at least 5 watts, 5, 6 watts to keep the group behind.
That mid kick 7.1. As you can see, these guys are really working well together actually at the front here. They're not really gaining anything, though. It's a lot of effort for not a whole lot because of the amount of momentum that group does have behind. You do see Sundin here, 45 kilometers per hour. Schoberg now, 47. But the roll through, and I think they can see the writing on the wall at this point as the group is right behind now. And there is the catch going to be made. Lindstrom, one last little punch. And now they're going to be looking toward the KOM here in just a moment. All the way up and over the top. And then it's a roll around. And really, this is your last opportunity to really make anything happen. Is going to be anything significant. If you make it over the top of this climb, you're involved at that point. You're still in the... But this is really the moment of truth, I think, for a lot of these riders, is whether or not they're going to score big points coming into the final here for the series.
And my prediction is that I think if Johan Norén has the legs, he will go early. And now just because I said that, Jonathan wanted to do something.
Of course.
Well, Kinberg's going to follow. Noren's going to follow as well. Blomqvist, as you said, Blomqvist is trying to get away. He's going to get caught pretty quickly here, as you can see, I believe, as Noren comes across. Is he going to just bring all these riders with him, though?
Yeah, I think I was thinking if Jonathan didn't go for it, then I thought Norén should start with this turn left. But I didn't have the chance to tell this because Jonathan went 300 meters earlier.
It's fun to see that there are so many strong riders that they are doing these kind of breakaways now and then. It's really fun to see them try and actually stir things up in the group.
Yeah. Also, 3 seconds is nothing. It's not easy to catch Johan Norén in the climb when he has 3 seconds because he can keep at least 8-9 watts the whole climb.
Big orange numbers at the front here now from Noren. As you were saying, will he be able to hold this off? That's going to be the question. Nielsen up here with Noren, 9 watts per kilogram from Eriksson because I think he sees the danger that is ahead. So here comes Jay Eriksson now looking to close things down. You can see the gap between him and the others going to grab right on the wheel. Is he going to go right on by them is going to be the big question. Looking across, we'll get that side view. Here is what's happening with the pack behind as Noren presses on at the front. Massive damage at the back. 10, 15 riders going out as Ericsson and Noren drive it. When they hit this flat section, whether or not they increase their speed is going to be the telltale as to whether or not others can really come back. Round in the corner, 3 up now at this point. Noren, Ericsson, Nielsen. That's the situation with Elstrom right behind. It's going to be Anderson. G. Anderson now looking to jump across, though. 8 watts per kilogram for him. Adelman. There's Adelman. 8 watts per kilogram from him, but Ericsson just continues on. If they stay away, this could be it, but they've got to come over the top with massive speed as Kinberg now kicks on. This is going to be Kinberg. Love to see it from him. Big watts from this man, and this was the one that we were talking about. Able to just hold on at the end of that first race. Is he going to be able to do it again is going to be the question.
Yeah, now he has a good position, and also he has a really strong sprint, so... And he showed it last year when we had our national championship.
Look at the suffering. You can. Oh, he is in pain. He is like, that is real right now. Another man. Look at this with Algon. I mean, everybody's just dying. You can see it on their faces. The last kick, these tiny races. What have you done to them, John?
No, I had a great day when I chose my courses. I felt I felt these guys are lucky.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. A lot of them.
Well, I like the battle behind there. There is a battle a little bit behind to get back on terms. We'll see if we can just see what's happening with this 7 seconds. There it is. 7 seconds is all it is. It's going to be Strock here trying to get back on terms. Look around the corner there. Just a little. Oh, it's tough to watch here because they're not going to let that come back. Colin trying to get back on turns. Not a rider I would expect to actually be off the back. He's going to do it, though. And, you know, if there's a sprinter that can get back on terms right now, but it has to happen right now, you can get into a nice little super tuck situation on the downhill, rest up a little bit, and they're sitting up and looking at each other. Nobody pressing on. They're going to let these two come back, it looks like.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the sprint now. Maybe that is not the best way to do it because, as we saw in the women's race, it's not easy to win a sprint when there's a bigger group. There will be some changes all the way to the sprint if you don't have the move.
This catch here is really interesting. They're gonna these packs are going to make it back. Warriors here as well. It looks like just sitting on the back, though. As you can see, look behind. Are they going to make it? They might not actually make it. Anderson now pressing on. It looks like as they come into this downhill, is that actually going to be Noren on the front? Again, it is going to be Noren. He doesn't want them to come back. Look at Johan just continuing on to press the pace. Now it's going to be Alderman again. But Noren here says, do not get back involved with that group. And they don't. He actually makes it happen. What a move here from Noren. But that's a huge effort wasted, John. I don't know if he's going to be able to make anything happen in the finish here. This is just absolute suffering. He's like a lead-out man for this pack.
Yeah, he hasn't really been a lead-out man for this pack. He didn't let the other come back. And I think Thomas chasing Alan Young. So we'll see what happens here now.
Do you think they have the gap? I don't think so. I think it was a massive effort to try and create a splint. And nope, not going to happen. No. And I don't know if this is the position you actually want to be in. Alangdong now going again. No. He's all in. What is he doing? Yeah. This is insane. Like, I mean, what?
Maybe a little bit too early. He gives more a lead out for the others. But we see Adelman is there. He's super strong. I think he will build up the speed for his outriders. But also we have in the Swedish Swifters, we have a lot of strong sprinters. But they start already early as the women did.
This is
And there was-
really, really early. I don't know about this one. As I see, it's going to be Adelberg, but Kinberg comes now. It's going to be Kinberg, actually. Kinberg right to the line. Perhaps he could be able to hold on to this one all the way to the line, Adelberg, Nielsen. Here comes Nielsen. Nielsen up and out of the saddle as well. I think Nielsen's actually going to be the one that does it. It's going to be Thomas Nielsen rolling right on through them. What an effort there from Thomas Nielsen. Look at him over the handlebars. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
and
Woo!
Gary Eriksson took the second place also. He slingshotted through 4 or 5 riders just the last 30 meters.
What a move there from Nielsen. Seriously.
We got some serious winning fist there at
Oh, man. I mean, he's just, look at him. He's completely done. Over. Let's see. This is all of them that were coming to the line together. Nicely done from all of our A category riders. Let's see if we can catch some of our B category riders. And of course, did they start before though? They did not, didn't they?
They behind and they go already downhill for the sprint finish. I'm following Wiklund right now.
Wickland will be a good one. Let's see if we can jump in with him. Pearson too as well. There's a few others. It looks like you were right. They are coming down to the line. I think we might be able to catch this as we were lucky enough to jump right on in. As it's going to actually be... Now, is this actually... this is not B category, is it? Is it a breakaway?
No, it's A.
That's an A category.
it's A.
Rider, and that's Blomqvist and Nordqvist, The rider nearby list is not updating for us, so that's fun, but it'll be okay. We'll see if we can jump across and find some more riders.
They just passed they are at the same spot as you, so you are in the correct one. You are at Nordqvist. This is the B category.
Yeah, Pearson now trying to make a jump. I'm trying to find our man Wickland because I think he's going to be looking for some redemption here.
he was in the back, Wiklund, so he started far back.
Yeah. So Andreas Persson started to push very early, but it will not push through because I think Börjes will take it again because he had the perfect slingshot.
Wow, what a slingshot. But here comes Anderson. I don't know, maybe. No, you're right. You're
Wiklund comes and takes the second place, I think.
Olsen. Wickland! Oh! He almost did it. It was close.
Yeah.
It was real close.
Yeah, that was close.
Oh, man. Very close. You gave the C category riders a little bit of time too, didn't you?
Yeah, I will see which one to follow.
I think Carl Holmberg is the man that's going to be helping us out actually. As
Michelle, they are on the top. We have in the downhill Erestake in the front group of C. We have Havenen in C also.
we'll work our way forward as it looks like the riders are all the way back in 64th here, as you can see, but lots of C riders still finishing up.
Yeah, if you go back one more, we have Stefan Bodin in C.
Oh, that wasn't even the front of the group, eh?
There, Espadin. A little bit
thank
up.
you. Yeah, thank you very much. As we jump in.
And we have Petter Karlsson also, who has been in the top positions. Emil Wijk. So we Carl Teselius also in this group. So I think it will be a nice sprint here.
Yeah, it will be.
Many heavy hitters, so they can really push when it comes to a sprint.
Olsen, Thurborn,
Look,
Bowden.
yeah.
That's your top ones. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one just off the back. Not quite able to get back on terms. Are they chasing one still? No, that's Cheevers is just a part of the B category then, I would think.
Yeah. Shivers is in the SC category.
Gotcha.
No, he's a B.
Yeah.
No, he's a B.
Really?
He's a B. Yeah.
Because when I go forward here, it tells me this guy's in first, but okay. Here comes Olsen up and over the top. Lundberg. And this is one of those
Lundberg,
kicks now when
yeah.
they make these moves onto the downhill. These are always really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
if you can try and get away.
Yeah, we can also say that Lundberg won the first 2 races. So he has a great sprint.
Did you see how they just
And
went to
now
like
they get-
0 watts per kilogram? Like nothing. Absolutely nothing for just a moment there.
And also, you don't want to be first in the sprint because it's so easy to slingshot if you don't do like Börjes did, because he went so early, so he got a lot of meters. If they're a tight group, you don't want to be first because you slingshot pretty well here.
0 watts per kilogram from Olsen. Carlson coming through. Nobody wanting to take the front. They're playing this one so
Yeah.
tactically. Everybody knows that there's a lot of points on the line here.
If you want to do a long sprint, you should start here, slingshot the group, because in the downhill, then you can get 10
There's a little
meters.
bit of, that's right. You know, you're Zwiften. There is a lot of downhill right here. You can kind of roll right on through with. Slingshot
And
from
then when
here.
you turn, slingshot from here, and when you turn the right turn, directly, it's like Börjes did, then you got it through the group. But who is the first one to push?
Everyone goes 15 watts per kilogram. That might just be over from the get-go. He's got a big gap. I don't think anything's happening here. He's gone. Absolutely
That was
gone.
a strong sprint.
Nicely done. Just at the line there. Lundberg, followed up by Carl Teselius, it looks like me.
Yeah.
Well done.
And Findlay is just back now and going in as a first rider. He has Ekström back behind. You're perfect there, second place.
Yeah, Finley
Michelle
is
is
trying to hold on. Just ahead, right? Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And he's
Yes.
actually got a rider that's with him. Is that a B category rider leading him out a little bit here? As it's going to be Finley making a
C
little kick.
category.
Up and out of the saddle? Oh, okay,
Yes,
C category. Up and out of the saddle? Up and out of the saddle? Nope. I don't think he's going to hold on to this one. They made the catch. Who got the free ride to the line is going to be the question. And it looks to me like it's going to be Wickholm. Maybe going to be able to hold on to this one on that Pinarello. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Nicely done. Ekstrom for second, followed up by Findlay for third in the D category. Well done to the riders there. Oh, good racing all around. It was good we were able to catch all the categories out here today. A little bit different in the way that we went about it, but we were able to catch every one of the categories for this race, which is really great to see. And the riders here putting on quite the show for us. We're going to get the results in just a second here as they are loading up. And as we do, we'll be able to tell you who and where, what, why, and how. It was Thomas Nielsen at the line, SWE CUP Race 3C. And really solid job here from Nielsen, followed up by Jerry Eriksson and Leonard Adelman. That was the situation.
And then we have Daniel Pinto, Kinberg, we have Öjer, Abelborg, who went a little bit too early in the sprint. He was maybe a little bit too hungry. Gustav Berlin, 8, Gustav Andersson, and Johan Norin.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. I mean, I thought that Kinberg had it. I really did when he went, but unable to hold on there as Nielsen came through. And we saw Nielsen hung over the handlebars, actually, completely from that sprint. And look at how he got swarmed to the line there, actually, with the way Eriksson came across. So nicely done in the way that he was able to take that down. In the B category, let's take a quick look at that. And this is it with that nice kick. And this guy, he must be the sprinter of the sprinters, it seems like, here in this B category from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Lucas Börjes, he has been... he's a good outdoor rider also, and he has high sprint numbers. He has also the tactic. He has I think he has everything he needs. I think soon he will be an A rider.
Yeah, nicely done by Lucas sitting in, it looks like, and timing things really well. This is how it was won. It was Anderson that was out toward the front, but look at that. Big kick, 13 watts per kilogram coming in from the outboards, and all of the electricity on that back wheel with the die cuts on, taking this one down today for the B category. Olsen just holding on for that second place. Oh, actually, Wickland, excuse me, it was Wickland. It was Tobias Olsen that was in for third, as we just saw. So well done. And then it's going to be over to the C category then. And that was a situation here with Michael Turborn, who made that big early kick, John.
Yeah, he did an early kick, and it was a good decision there, because Daniel Lundberg didn't have a chance to catch. Kantiselius to third place before Bodin, Peter Karlsson, Christian Olsson, Emil Wik. We have 10 seconds behind. We have Jonas, Marcus, and Björkman. But it was a small group, and if you go too early, it's hard. But Mikael, he went a little bit later, and the other was not awake when he started to do his push.
Yeah, it was a really early push, actually, from Turborn. Like, I mean, everybody was kind of in a really chill mode, though, at that moment. Like, if we take a quick look at it here, they're doing 2 watts per kilogram. Like, they're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of those situations where it's like, well, if nobody's going to go, like, I'm just going to make something happen here. So he made the move from the front, actually, which is usually not where you go from. But if everyone's going so slow, sometimes that works out. 1100 watts there.
Yeah. He got his meters directly, and then it's very hard to catch, even if you are a little group, when it's so little left of the... And he can also keep the power so long, even if they're closing up, but he did the correct move.
Yeah, nicely done there. Very nicely done. Lundberg, Celius, Bowden, we saw that in the results. Then it was the D category, and this was an interesting one with that catch of Finley, and as soon as they caught Finley, then we did see it was Wickholm now making that move in the D category and able to take this one down to the line. And this was kind of just a race of attrition, it seemed like, between these guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's the situation here. John, you want to take this one away for us?
Yeah, Hjalmar Wiklund takes it home. Kim second, Ian Findlay third. We have Rickard Persson, Stefan Olsson, Björn Önnemar, Mattias Giro, and Joakim Forslund.
That's the situation. And that is going to do it for our tiny races. It's kind of fun having all the excitement over and over again, actually, with the tiny races. A little bit different situation for our racing. We get to get hype over and over again. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And nicely done to all of our racers. I think we're going to have a pretty big change up in the standings out here because of the way that this played out here today. For initial results, you guys did start loading things to Zwift Power, so you can get provisional results over on Zwift Power, and then we will load up official results over on leadoutesports.com for everybody. Any thoughts on the racing out here today, Connie?
No, not really. I'm just super excited to see these 3 or 6 fantastic races with incredible sprint finishes, and the excitement was just everything I hoped for. So I really like this format. This was a huge, so much fun this night to just watch this and be a part of all the competitive cyclists. I'm just enjoying myself, really, really enjoying myself.
It is a lot of fun. It's been really, really good, and really enjoyed putting this one on for the SWE Cup. Again, a big shout out to all the racers and everything that they are bringing to make this happen as well. We couldn't do it without them. If you want to do and get signed up for SWE Cup, make sure to head on over. We had 43 more racers jump in, actually, coming into week number 3. So plenty of more racing to happen Don't miss out on it. If you're out of Sweden, all you got to do, jump on over to leadoutesports.com. You can sign up and register there. We are on the Greenway next week for one lap. It's a scratch race. Now, that's a newer course, John. I don't know if we've seen this course a whole lot because we're in the New York routes, correct?
Yeah, we are in the New York route, and I found it really fun. It's a small uphill that you can really challenge the riders a little bit, and I found those new courses really fun, competitive. So, but when you come to New York, there are no easy roads.
No,
we have seen this before.
a lot of hills. Oh.
Yeah,
climbs.
Yeah, and doesn't Greenway also have those little punchers in there as well? Those little escalators? Is that not right? So
yeah, and we will take the escalators backwards next week, so they will have extra hard to come up instead of get down.
Well, that'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in with us. We will see you next week for the SWE CUP race number 4, another scratch race on the Greenway. As always, everybody can catch all the lead out stuff here on Lead Out Esports and over on SWE Cycling for the SWE CUP as well. Thanks for tuning in with us, and we'll see you next week for race number 4.